run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Chargers of San Diego taking on the Washington Commanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he is going to lose yardage here after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Willis. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 1st and 10, Willis. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They go play action with Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Klein. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Talk about a chip shot.
Tres puntos, solo 3 puntos, muchachos.
Take it to him. Come on, focus, boys, focus.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Willis looks to pass it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A gain of 3, second down. You talk about this Washington defense. You know, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now it's Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Herbert going to change the look. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Rhodes. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now an audible here into something else. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Defenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Willis now off play action. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. At the 27-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Willis. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 3rd and 9 here. Willis. Buying time to his left. That is caught. Oh, he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 46 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jahan Dotson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Herbert now. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Herbert going to change the play here. Now they'll change things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Herbert steps away to his left. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Williams will try again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Herbert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Herbert. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He's got another one to Johnston. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To the air again, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Herbert changing things up. And they'll run again. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Tyler Goodson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First and 10, it's Willis. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Herbert throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So it's the right call there to just throw that one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Here we go on 4th. Herbert being chased out left. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now a 3rd and 6. Willis. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Washington first down.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They run off tackle right with Williams. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
24-yard gain on the play.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Pass out left finds Johnston.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. 2nd and 6. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Herbert now. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. That one downfield for Dotson.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Willis looking to throw it.
That is caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
The busy night continues for Williams.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On the ground with a tight end. And this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. A give to Williams, running right.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A 52-yard attempt.
Get these 3 points.
3 puntos, solo 3 puntos, muchachos.
I can't look.
Sly able to put this one through.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams.
And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Willis on the sneak.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 28, Chargers 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Herbert.
Under pressure, they got him again. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Herbert. He's got Eckler. And he will get out of bounds, so nice work after the catch. That gets him really good yardage, and they stop the clock as well.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston.
Complete to number 1.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.